again. My goodness. Kansas just can't make up its mind. It's hot, it's cold, it's hot, it's cold. We went from low 70s to ice a couple days ago. Now we're trying to make our way back up into that temperature range that I like to be in, but we didn't quite get there today. But it's Sunday and I needed to get a ride in before going back to work tomorrow. So let's go and roll the intro and we'll figure out something to talk about. Roll it. Alright, welcome back to the channel, everybody, as always. Whew. Man, just another 50-degree day with a little bit of wind. Kind of wish I had put one extra layer on, but I didn't. That's okay. We already won't be out too terribly long today. Alright, so the thing I'm going to talk about today is I would like to get some viewer feedback on this, and that is as far as upgrading the GoPro Hero 4. Now the 4 was my very first GoPro. It's what got me into moto vlogging, so I do have a little bit of a affection for it. But I kind of want to go ahead and upgrade it, I think, though, to I don't know, maybe enhance the quality of a couple of my films. So the knockback on the 4 is it doesn't have the image stabilization of the newer cameras, and when you're looking back at me, I mean, it's not terrible because it's coming off my handlebars, but you know, when you compare it to now looking straight ahead, there's a big difference. It's almost like looking straight ahead is like so fluid and effortless, whereas the 4 looking back at me like struggles to find the subject, and I'm a big guy. It's hard to miss me as the subject. So my dilemma is I have 3 different choices to replace this thing with, and we'll just start at the cheapest and work our way up. Option number 1 would be to replace it with a GoPro Hero 7 Black. I would get that image stabilization I would need, and it'd be just fine. I wouldn't have to buy any sort of accessories for it. The batteries that I have for the 8 would coincide and work for the 7. And at the same time, I don't need to worry about the mic adapter kit, I guess you could say, for it, because my audio is being ran through the media mod on the 8. So you can find a brand new 7. I've seen them as low as $2.99 on sale occasionally, and it's not a bad price. Still seems kind of expensive considering there's newer equipment out there, but I understand they can't just, you know, market to 80% off and blow it out like you would if you were just like a retail store and it was your items, right? So I get the fact that they have to keep some markup on them, but that would be one option anyway. The next option would be just to get a second Hero 8. Again, the batteries, I've got all the equipment that I would need. I have found that it is very easy to get media off of these. It would mount perfectly already. I mean, there's a lot of things going for it, and it's got really that kick-ass image stabilization. Not that the 7 doesn't, but let's be real, the 8 is just a little bit better, and it should be. It's the new model, right? Or at that point, I'm coming in at anywhere from $350 to $399, depending on where you find it at. So if I compare the best price of the 7 at $299 versus the best price I've seen the 8 at $349, not all the time, but it does pop up occasionally. It's only a $50 swing for the 8, and I would probably just go ahead and splurge if that was the case. Now, if I have none of these cameras go on sale like they haven't been in the last couple weeks, and the 8 remains at $399 and the 7 remains at $329, that makes the conversation a little bit tougher. I mean, it's only $20 difference, so maybe it's not really that much different a conversation. Now, the third camera that I would like to maybe introduce would be the GoPro 360 camera. I think it's called the Fusion or the Fusion Max, but I don't have any experience with the 360 technology yet. One of the subscribers of mine, actually I think I was on his page and I left a comment which he was nice enough to reply back to me on. He had stated that what's nice about the GoPro is it can work as just a 180 camera, so it could work as just a forward-facing or rear-facing camera if you wanted to not deal with the 360. I feel like at $499.99, I'm gonna want to mess with the 360 on it. I'm not gonna pay $499.99 for something a $329 camera can do. I will say there is some intrigue to the 360 camera. That intrigue would be the fact that, you know, if I'm seeing something, or like the deer video. Let's use my deer video from when I first started GoProing.
I'm easy like Sunday morning.
Shit! Woo! The 360 camera would have captured that in all of its entirety, and, you know, could have caught it from the front, then zoomed around and caught it on the rear side. So stuff like that would be awesome. You know, maybe like if there's like a hawk flying, or, you know, you're cruising next to that and you don't want to have your face turned all the time like this because you want to see what's going on in front of you. Things like that would make it really, really advantageous. I feel like I might be talking myself into one of these things, and I think Dad might be mad if that's the route I end up going with, because I know he's talked about one as well. I love my airport. This airport run, guys, is just, this is my relaxation. It's just, I know the roads, it's not very well trafficked. It's just usually just me out here. I think I saw a couple other cars today, but usually it's just me out here. It's really nice. I don't know, so what are your guys' thoughts on that 360 approach? Do you think it's a gimmick, it'll get old over time? I just don't know. I guess I do have a third option as far as not going just to a 2-camera setup. Oh, Mr. Sharp Turn, you are so deceiving. Nothing on the Legends. And the third option I would think of would maybe be move my 4 to the crash bar down there, and I can have a low angle shot for when I'm sweeping through some turns, and have the 360 up top here. I don't know. Again, what do you guys think? I'm a ways out from probably purchasing it. I would say probably a couple weeks from the time that this is posting. I'll drop a subtitle here if I've already bought something, and we can just have a whole different discussion, but that's kind of what I'm leaning towards. I'm kind of talking myself into that 360. I still need to do some of the due diligence on it, though. I still need to figure out if the editing on it's easy, how to get it from the camera to my computer with it already kind of done. Because at least the last I knew, you could only edit the 360 stuff on the phone itself. So gotta do a little bit more research. I could be completely wrong on that as well. So anyway, go ahead and drop your comments below. Give me a like and subscribe if you are, you know, interested in this sort of topic, and let's chat something up. Maybe you can be the inspiration I need in order to get that next camera. And oh my god, we're at one of those lights. I'm gonna have to probably run here in a second. Did it really take them approaching in order? It did. It took them approaching on their side for me to get the green. Who would have thought? Alright guys, well, I will catch you on the next dark side, as that is the way. ChopperFett!